Yeah, apparently the United States thought it was overly funny to wait until I was in a bathroom, in like a bathroom emergency bad situation, to sit and brag that they have murdered and raped multitudes, to disguise it as fake shit and try to make it rupture and burst my butthole apart and hopefully rupture my intestines enough that I'd get that weird toxic blood nightmare worst way to die shit and die. And now I know why, when I was getting killed by the United States over and over and over, I had a lot of bathroom weird medical emergencies all the time. And I had to ask the gods and ask everybody to help me. And every now and then, some weird people would show up and act like they were fixing my bathroom medical emergencies. But all the time, I'd sit in a medical emergency bathroom situation and have to figure it out with myself and a bunch of gods. And they were sitting there watching blood come out of my ass through secret cameras, according to a god. There was a god saying, "Oh my God, I'm so sick to my stomach. The United States is using power and freedom to somehow know that blood's coming out of her ass." And they just wanted to brag that they murdered and raped children, animals, and everything they could get their hands on, and somehow made it look like shit or put it in shit and shoved it up my ass. Trying to put shit in my ass in a weird way that would make myself rupture or pop or explode or break. And now that explains why that happened to me for so many years, over and over and over. They were doing it. I mean, I didn't know criminal victim shit was up my ass. They also bragged that they all take a shit as antichrist criminals and find a way to put it in disguised shit and shove it up my ass. There's no words for what I'm going to have to figure out to do to them. I can't believe people would sit and brag and be this sickening. But there's no words for what I'm going to sit and figure out how to do to them. Oh my God. And you're like, criminals have no conscience. They have no give a shit. So if you take the shit of angels and gods and shove it up their ass, they're not going to care. So they can take victims and criminals and shove it up the ass of a dead god, and it would get to us every time. The more my powers ever understand that, it would get to us. But if we take every heaven and shove it up their ass, they wouldn't care. They have no conscience or give a shit. So now I have to figure out how to turn gods and angels into something that goes into shit, gets shoved in their asses, and traumatizes or abuses the fuck out of them. This is what happens when you can kill God and just create things. I'm sick to my stomach, but I really need to make sure they pay in the worst way.